Hello, hello. Just checking in. Still setting up, getting ready. Welcome to my live stream. And for those of you that might be watching it after on the replay, welcome. I appreciate you coming in. I always like to give it a few minutes before I get going so that I can just finish setting up on the cameras and stuff. I'm still working with the OBS program for live streams. And today's video, I use the OBS program to record that video for today. While it went well, I still have a lot to learn. All right. I'm going to get going here. And if I don't see you come in, please understand that I'm using the scroll saw. And it may not, I may not see you straight away. Michelle, good to see you. Just getting started. See what happens. This is a pattern I got from a gentleman on Facebook. He doesn't do scrolling for a living, I don't believe, but he did do design. And he designed this particular pattern about 10 years ago. And when I saw another Facebook user post it after he created it, I really wanted to do it. So here I am doing it. There are a few spots that are extremely thin and small. And I'm going to do those first to get them out of my way. I'm using 1/2 inch, I believe, a little over 1/2 inch cherry. The gentleman that did this on Facebook used plywood. I about had enough of plywood, so therefore I'm using cherry. That'll have to do. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And this is how it goes. Using a very fine blade, and it really doesn't want to do what I want it to do. But I guess I'll just have to get over it. Okay. Welcome in, Jessica. Eric Lapointe, thank you. Appreciate you being here. I'm doing some really tedious parts right now so that I can get them over with, because I do not like doing these real tiny spots. Glad you can make it, Jessica. Glad you can make it, Eric, Michelle. Oh goodness. Hello, RB. How are ya? Glad you make it. Glad I can't even talk. I am. I'm hoping I'm able to do this and show you what I have as an idea as part of the finishing part. Um, which would require me to use my router. I always have a lot of great ideas in my head, but you know, we all know how that works. Okay, fine, be that way. There we go. Is the heat good enough for everybody? It is definitely not pleasing at my end. It's up to 90 degrees today. Supposed to rain tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Sorry, don't want this blade anymore. Need to go to a larger blade that I have more control over. I got the teeny tiny spots done. Yeah, Eric, I don't know how you do your exercise programs or regimens outside. All I have to do is stand out there and I'm done. Sorry if my arm's in the way. I was trying a different camera angle. Oh, much better. The thicker blade definitely has a lot more support. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there with that. That was the most crooked cut I ever did. What I'm doing is I'm using the side of the blade to fix it, so I don't have as much sanding to do to fix stuff. Aw, thank you, RB. It's funny, when I watch live streams or videos, I always forget that. I think mostly it's because I watch them when I'm on my phone, and it's not as convenient to find the like button. Unlike a computer, it's right there in front of your face. Hmm. You know, Eric, I love this machine as well. And it's one of those things, never even knew what it was 8 months ago. Never had that kind of exposure to this type of detail or woodworking. Um, my dad, my grandfather, they built homes and did furniture and stuff like that. So there's never really did any of this kind of work. If you didn't catch the finished product on the butterfly, I finished it and showed everything that I do after the cut. I consider this the fun part, but the rest can be tedious. Oh, Wichita, hello, welcome. I don't know if you saw that pattern from Emmitt Owens in the Facebook group, but I really liked it, wanted to do it. So I'm using cherry because I definitely was all done with plywood for a little while. I started out using a number 2 blade for the really super small areas. Couldn't wait to go up to a number 5. And I'll be using the number 5 for the rest of this. If all else fails, take your foot off the pedal. I usually do, but apparently I forgot to do it that time. I hope the camera angle is okay for everyone. I hope the sound is okay for everyone. My light just flickered. Thank you, Jessica. Fine, be that way. Well, RB, I tell ya, what would I do without you? Next. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a nice evening. Staying cool or staying warm, depending what part of the world you live in. Did you and Jessica go shopping today? Well, I got a double answer, one from each half of the equation. Gotta love that. I have to agree. I think it's going to start letting up. It's still going to be hot, but not as humid. The humidity is really what does me in. And oh, cool. Thank you, RB. Thank you for waking him up. Oh gosh, it's so crazy, the hours, the difference in time zones, etc. Rolly needs his coffee. Oh no, I'm doing another A. Flashbacks. Are you for real, Wichita? For real frost warnings? Or is that because the AC's in, now you're going to get frost warnings? This weather has been crazy. Hello, Masha. Good to see you. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming in. This does say prayer changes things, is what's on here. Don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm getting better at deciding. Oh, shoot. Um, how I want to cut, what direction. I was a little more mindful of where I put the pilot holes this time. I never really realized how much those things matter. Oh, that was too much. Oh, Southeast Idaho. Wow. Yep. Thank you, Masha. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in. Always a pleasure to see you. Oh, what do I want to do? Didn't really put a whole lot of thought into where I put that pilot hole. Yeah, I had the pattern on and I was all set to go. I was thinking about how I was going to set up the cameras and stuff, and I forgot I didn't put the pilot holes in yet. Talked about starting a live stream and not being ready for it. I had no control over what color the ink was on this pattern. And it wasn't really a solid line. But I can actually see it better than I can the black ones. You know, the black ink lines. So What's that, Jessica? Because I probably forgot what I said. Well, I did forget what I said. Hate it when that happens. Well, oh, yeah, that's what I said. Well, yeah, the thing is with these patterns, I honestly don't know how to change the ink color. I know there's programs. I mean, I'm learning. A lot of people said red's really good, but this is blue. And when it first printed out, I thought maybe my ink cartridges were low. Yeah, well, that wasn't the case. Savage Batman, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm cutting 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, something like that. Cherry. And it's a plaque that says prayer changes things. Really has meaning for me, which makes cutting it all the more pleasurable. Come on, you. Let us cooperate. There's that sweet spot I want to be in. There we go. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I always do what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So far, it ain't broke. You have no idea what a pleasure this is to cut right now after last week's project. My goodness. I really got something to say about plywood. You'd think that hardwood would be, or harder woods like this would be more difficult to cut, but they're not. Wichita, Microsoft Word. That's it. That's the extent of the plural word for programs. And I know we had talked about that before concerning something or other, and I forgot what we, it was a different issue I was having. Oh, the font. That's what you were showing me some things about. No, scratch that. I get the this pattern I printed off of Microsoft Word. Most of the other patterns are on PDF from Steve Good's collection. All right, Jessica. Knit your little heart out, darling. I don't know why you can't type in the chat and knit at the same time. Sheesh. Come on, you little. Women are multitaskers for. Okay, what do we got going here? Progress. Yeah, decisions. Okay. I have 2 holes here, and I was deciding whether or not I did a separate pilot hole in there for that little piece, but I'm going to cut it all out as one. I did this second pilot hole just in case I didn't want to do it that way. I changed my mind. If I was using plywood, I might have made a different decision on that. Roland, welcome. Good morning to you. Yeah, that looks good too. Nice. All right, I need a moment. This is going extremely well as far as I'm happy with the cuts. Oh, I can't move. Sorry. Um, I I really, if I could cut on this wood all the time, I would. And while I love the plywood and what I haven't been able to find 1/4 inch hardwood. In other words, 1/4 inch thick. I'm sure it can be found. I would love to have my own, um, whatever, to saw those because I have plenty of wood. Oh, just need a moment. Please bear with me. Roland, how's your day? Did you get your coffee? Oh. Cherry, RB. I got I got this for free. This is all part of the free wood that I acquired, and I just love it. I love cutting it. Um, I would imagine, any plywood. I think a lot of the difficulty or I don't know, is the glue in between the sheets of ply. Don't have that with the hardwood, obviously. Hey, Roland, you're all good. You're just starting your day. I'm just ending mine. You do your thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's life first. As much as I would love to have you hang here and give me your undivided attention. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying. I am a dusty mess. Yeah, me too, Jessica. I kind of fell in love with the pattern, and the guy that posted, he had done it on plywood. The guy that posted it, I asked him where he got the pattern from. I got to stand up for a few minutes. And he couldn't remember. So another member of that Facebook group said, I think that's my pattern. Let me look. And so the next day he messaged me and said, yeah, he found it. It was a pattern he had done 10 years ago, but it's not for scroll saw. He did it for a job that he worked at. I don't know what the purpose was for or whatever, but he gave me the pattern to use. So I was very thankful. I'd like to hook up with him and see what else he has. Because this is the kind of stuff I like the best. The curved letters versus sharp edges, um, and different various sayings as well. Yeah, I didn't get up that easy, RB. What time is that? Okay. I don't usually sit this long. That's why I have a hard time hanging out on live streams up on the panel. I have a real hard time sitting that long. Although I know I don't have to. I don't want to miss anything if I don't. Yeah, a lot of people that create them, um, some create them for, they do that as a business and they sell their patterns. Others just make them and share them. Like Steve Good, he just makes them and shares them. He's got 4,000 patterns on his website, and they're all free. I think the only thing I don't care for on his site is searching for different things is not as easy as I would like it to be. Um, if I want to look up the word bird, I'm only going to get a pattern name with the word bird in it. And if I put an S on it, then I get a whole different set of patterns with birds with an S. 4,000. Yeah, he's got over 4,000 patterns. There's a lot of them I just don't care for. So it's not, he's got such a good variety that will appeal to many different people. Now, even for crafts, it doesn't even have to be for scroll saw. It could be stencil work and painting. Now you've got the pattern to paint it on canvas. I mean, there's so many different uses for it, for his patterns. Excuse me. A lot of the like for the servicemen patterns, their logos, I wouldn't even attempt to do those. They're so intricate. Not right now, anyway. It's Steve Good. Yeah, I'll type it in. I think it's in the description, actually. Let me check. Nope, not this time. Oh, that's because I did Emmitt Owens in there. Okay, so let me type it in. If only I could spell. Let me double check that. And there you have it. Nail. What is... Okay. Let's get back at it. Leave it to Jessica to distract me. Just kidding, hon. You're welcome. Yeah, just type that into your search bar and it'll come up. I signed up for his newsletter and he sends me a daily every day I get a new pattern. A lot of them are what he has on that site. But okay. Think, Amy. Think. I'm hoping to have enough energy to do an added detail on this project. Well, well, well. Oh. Hi, how are you, hon? Thank you so much. Always appreciate it. I didn't get a chance to watch your latest video yet. I will get there. I like watching your stuff when I can pay attention. I enjoy the content that you have. RV Ashes in April is a really great channel. They do RV stuff, different places that they go. It's just kind of cool to see different parts of the United States and abroad for other channels. But it's good to see different parts of everywhere that I would not get to go to otherwise. Come on now. I think that is Margie. She told me the last time, and of course, you know, you'd think after 3 years I would have that in my brain, but I don't. Unfortunately, as new stuff comes into my brain, older stuff goes out. Huh. An unfortunate side effect of aging. See, I got it right for once. And I know that. I've known you for a long time. Been a subscriber of your channel in like forever. But you know how it goes. I think that's why I finally decided to just use my name as my channel name. I come across a lot of other channels, and me trying to remember names to go along with the channel name is ridiculous. I just, it takes me too long to catch on. I figure I'll just do it this way for myself to make it easier on other newer people that come into my channel. Ben is my name. Wow, wasn't I just talking about that? Hi, Ben. That's funny. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy this kind of content. I certainly do, obviously, because I'm doing it. So, Ben, my original purpose of doing this channel was to show the reality of learning the scroll saw, because I just started doing this about 7 or 8 months ago. And prior to that, I was watching a whole load of videos about it before I committed to the hobby. And once I committed to the hobby, I realized how much the videos I watched, how much stuff they didn't show me. And which is fine, they're not doing anything wrong. But I wanted to be able to do videos that showed the reality of it, of learning, that is. And mistakes that are made even by people that have been doing it for years. And so I'm a master of the mistakes, and I'm also a master of fixing them. This morning's video was of fixing them. Medic, there he is. No, you're not. Stop. I'm glancing as I go, bud. And you know what it is? Your name, the way the print comes out on my screen, it's outline. Hi, Connie. Medic, you know I always say it's a pleasure. You're not invisible. And did you watch my video today, Medic? I know you have a life outside of YouTube. Just wondering if you got a chance to see it. I did show the entire process of what I normally would go through after the cut. To include paint. No, something's not right here. Something didn't feel right. Oh no, Medic. I'm so sorry. Hope you're feeling better now. Connie, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing, hon? So glad to see you here. Hope you are well. Oh, I'm so glad. That's cool. Talking to Connie, that is. Yeah, I bet. You know what, Medic? Don't even get me started on that stuff. Back to Wichita. Yes, Wichita. I saw your comment. Adapt and overcome. That is my motto with just about everything in life. If you can't do that, you might as well hang it up. What a miss. No. Thank you, Medic. The jokes are a coming. Love it. Ben, yes, cherry is wonderful to cut. I do like it. I prefer it. This and black walnut. And when I say just this and black walnut, because that's the only experience I haven't tried any other hardwoods yet that I know of. I actually know very little about wood. The only reason I know that this is cherry is because I had somebody tell me it was. That works with wood, by the way. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a dangerous saw. It's only dangerous if you stick your fingers in front of the blade. This is the only saw that I'm actually not afraid of. Hi, Christine. Squirrel, good to see you. Thank you for greeting everybody, Medic. Oh, we're getting closer to the end. Oh, I did forget a little spot. Darn it. Oh, I'll have to go back to that. The Jim Burns table saw. How's it going, guys? I'm spying on you. Thank you for putting up links, Medic. I appreciate that. Sweet Acres, it says prayer changes things. Yeah, I did too. That's why I chose it. I spoke earlier on how I got this. I'm in a Facebook group for scroll sawers, and a gentleman had posted a picture of this that he had cut. Ooh, don't go crooked. And I asked him where he got the pattern from. because not all patterns are free. And I like to do things the right way, I guess. So he didn't remember. But then another person in the group said, I think that's my pattern, which is this Emmitt guy. And he looked through his archives and he found it. And sent it to me. He made this about 10 years ago. A lot of times people just take these and cut them and sell them and, you know, that kind of thing. But I kind of like to do it the right way. I'm not necessarily want to sell it, everything I make. But the Tree of Life that I had done, which is my logo, that I got that from Amazon. The very first one that I made, which is my logo on my channel. And what ended up happening is not only did I sell that, I had an order for 4 or 5 more. So I went on Amazon and bought the stencil. Now I can make it and sell it without feeling like I stole somebody's artwork. But people do it all the time. I got nothing, you know. That's them. Are you watching my Emmitt? That's so sweet. All right. Well, it's very possible that Emmitt is watching this live, which is fine. I love it. Just so everybody knows, he will freely share his patterns. Oh, he's laughing, so he is watching my live. He'll freely share his patterns. All you have to do is email or message him, and he can work with you directly. Oh, that's funny. Emmitt, thank you so much. I am doing something a little different on the outside edge, but if you stick around long enough, Emmitt, you'll see what I'm going to do. Really, really love this pattern. And yes, I would love it if you could send me a few more. Oh gosh, that's too funny. I'm honored that you're watching, by the way. I'm also very appreciative that you sent me this. And giving you all the credit because it's all your credit. I wish I could do stuff like this. I probably can. I just don't want to take the time to learn. It was hard enough to learn how to use a scroll saw, let alone designing. Artistic. Oh, oh right. Gotcha. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. That's really awesome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching. I hope I didn't misspeak on anything, Emmitt, about you. I tried to keep it all accurate and correct information. And I will forward anybody that's more interested in your patterns or your work. I'll definitely forward them to you. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, Grandpa made it. Hi, Grandpa. How are ya? Who did I miss? Squirrel, I said hello to Connie. Yes. Emmitt, I'm saying hello to you even though you're not in the chat. Grandpa. I appreciate you coming in, Grandpa. Cut that one short. It's funny, I didn't have a pattern for tonight's live stream, but when I saw this, I was really praying that that I would be able to do this pattern for tonight. Amazing how that works out. Prayer does change things. I'm telling you. Well, looky there. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff. Almost fun stuff. I still have this one little spot. I got to put the smaller blade back on to do it. These little spots were a pain in the butt spot. I'm thinking I might need another blade in here. When I'm thinking it, I need to do it. Time for a new blade. All right. Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by a dull blade? Maybe it wasn't the blade. Could be just part of the wood itself. Grain, maybe a little bit of knotting or something. Duh. I do that a lot. I forget. The hand. Now I drive a stick shift, so both hands, both legs are able to work in unison in the correct order. But apparently with the scroll saw, I'm still struggling with that concept. So far, 2 more. 1 more with this blade and 1 more teeny tiny hole with the smaller blade, which I might not even do. I think I will. Excuse me. Yes, Squirrel, that design was made by Emmitt Owens, a gentleman that I met on Facebook. And he was kind enough to, hence the Emmitt right there, by the way. But he was kind enough to send me the pattern. And I was pretty excited because I wanted to do it for tonight's live. Must be the wood. I'm having the same issue on this part of the curve as well. Noisy little devil, aren't ya? I wonder what I'm cutting into. Gotta be something in the wood. I am using Polar number 5. I don't believe I have any skip tooth blades. Excuse me. Mm. So that's what we got so far. I still have to do that one little spot. I don't wanna. But I'm gonna. Because it'll bother me if I don't. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I wasn't real happy with the other ones that I did. Okay. I guess that went better than planned. Fine. Take that off. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Connie. Hi, John. Welcome. I'm not that far from you. I'm near the falls in New York. Practically neighbors, depending on where in Ontario that you are. I need a moment before I do the parameter. What I did on the parameter is I extended it because I want to use my router out here and do a round over on the outside edge. Whew. Nope. I'm going to do this first, then I'll take a break. And hopefully, if all goes well, I can show you me doing the router part. Normally, I do that stuff in the house, and I really need to not do that stuff in the house because the router, the palm router, is a blasted mess. Right. This is not going as planned. Okay. Plan B, guys. I can't seem to stay on that outside line I made. Therefore, plan B. I know I'm pretty sure I can still use the router on the original line that it came with it. But I'm going to go, oops, in this direction. Anything you do in life, always have a plan B. I do believe I have enough here anyway to do the router edge that I want. Oh, now if I keep doing that crap, I don't. Don't panic on what I'm doing, because the router will help with that. Yes, Wichita. Last week's project was definitely plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I think that's why I like this so much. I mean, of the many projects that I've done, most of which everybody has seen, I one or two that I literally have to throw away. That's not bad. Ideally, though, I don't want to be fixing things. Ideally, I want to not make the kind of mistakes that have to be fixed like they did in the last project I did. But on the flip side of that, I'm thankful that I was able to fix it. Oh, lordy lord. There you go again, getting all weird here. Ah, come on. Maybe I should have taken the break beforehand. Dagon, good to see you. Oops. All right. Oh, nice. That's cool, John. Actually. So this is this. Forward. I don't think I'm going to do the outside edge. I probably should. But I'm going to leave well enough alone because I'm tired. I think it's kind of neat, actually. You don't really think about who manufactures the caskets, you know? Oh boy, here we go. John is oh my gosh. You and Medic need to get together. You guys got the best jokes. But even if you are joking about doing that for a living, when you think about it, somebody has to. Somebody has to make them. Somebody has to ship them. Somebody has to deliver. Somebody has to fill them. uh, I'm going to bypass that expensive process. Instead of beat me up, Scotty, it's going to be burn me up, Scotty. Wichita, nice. Uh-oh. Perfect timing. Lights went out for the chickens. I like that. That turned out better than I thought it would. Not because of the pattern, but because of me. I gotta turn on the light over here. Please hold. Yes, ladies, you get to stay up late. How about that? I know it. There you go. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I know. That's the best part. I am going to route the outside edge of this. I just don't want to do it now because I'm tired. Um, or maybe not. I don't know. I have to fix that little snafu there. This will end up getting cut off, but I'm going to blend it, which is why I did it the way I did it. Ooh. Glad crescent seal instead of tape. No, I have not, and I won't. I've tried a lot of different variations. I use blue tape, painter's tape, and I glue the pattern right onto the painter's tape. I've tried uh, contact paper, which I still have. Not fond of that either, but I have it if I want to use it. Oh, I need my fan on me. There we go. So, a little rough on the backside from the blade, but that's easy to clean up on hardwood. I think the only part of this I really didn't care for was these teeny tiny spots, which are fine. And this one right here. I like it. It was worth doing. So you use Glad press and seal over the wood, and then you glue the pattern onto that. Is that correct, John? Okay. And does the Glad press and seal stick to the wood really well? So it doesn't shift? And do you have to wrap the entire piece top and bottom when you do it? Inquiring minds want to know. I'll ask all these questions before I go out and buy that stuff. Okay. I may try it. Um, yes, Wichita, boiled linseed oil is my go-to. Although I just picked up some tongue oil. I'm going to try some tongue oil, but not on here. I want to try it on the cutoff. I'll do it on this here piece first. See if I like it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, okay, John. That is, yeah. I have successfully done intricate fretwork once. And I love it. It's gorgeous. but I am not there yet to have the patience for it. I love it though. I'll have to give that some thought because I can always buy that and use it for other stuff. So it's not like I'm buying something and I'm going to waste it. I could use it for its intended purpose, the Glad press and seal. So I actually don't mind trying that. So you use that for more delicate work because you do more delicate work. Yeah, I might have to pick your brain, John, one of these days. Uh, Give me a moment. All right. Sorry, sidetracked with a message. Okay, John, I will do that because, between you and Wichita and a few other people that throw me tips and tricks and, you know, and I do try most everything. Oh yeah, I am not doing 437 cuts. The last time I had 100, it was actually the 100 was the Tree of Life, my logo. That's close to 100. No, not that one. Well, whatever one it was, it felt like forever. It truly felt like forever. Oh my goodness. That was not bad. Maybe an hour and a half cut without the BS in between. 437 cuts. Wow. And how long does something like that usually take you to do, John? That type of pattern. In terms of hours. Mm. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. 3 months, half an hour a night, 15 hours a month, 45 to 50 hours, if my mental math is correct. It's not bad, actually. I just don't think I could do that. I just don't have the patience for it yet. This was such a pleasure to cut tonight because, working, not, okay, let me stop. Working with plywood annoys me to no end. Um, and is that, what type of stock are you using for that project? Probably going to tell me plywood, which I hate. I'm getting close to ending eucalyptus's eighth plywood. Okay. I might have to venture into a different type of ply. Eighth inch. Eey. Okay, so what type of blade? I don't intend on doing this anytime soon. Just curious. Oh man, my computer got totally dusted out. I'm gonna have to give it a BJ when I'm done with this live. Oh, spirals. I do like spiral blades. I do. I do. In fact, on the one wolf pattern I did was a layered cut, a Steve Good pattern, and the pine trees I used the spiral blade for. What a blessing that blade is, I tell you. But using those blades is a lesson in patience. Eucalyptus wood, eucalyptus plywood. Hmm. Yes, I've seen Charles Deering's work. He's got amazing patterns. At this point, for me, John, it's a hobby, and it can be a very expensive one. So I'm very picky and choosy on where I spend my money. Patterns is not one of the priorities right now. Although, if I'm going to buy them, Charles Deering work is where to go. But I don't feel that purchasing patterns right now would be wise for me, um, because I mean, some of the patterns are like $5 or $10, and some are a lot more expensive. But when you think about it, 5, 10, or $20, that's a set of blades for me. I have to prioritize what I need the money for, which is fine, by the way. It's not a big deal. Yes, ladies, is it there? Is it night time? Am I keeping you up? I notice a lot of people just pull patterns off of where Pinterest, and I don't mind stealing a pattern if it's just for the experience, but I'm not comfortable selling the products from a pattern that I didn't rightfully acquire, whether it was for free or I purchased it. I think I said that earlier on in the live stream. My Tree of Life was, I got that off of Amazon, made it. Once I made it, that one immediately sold, and I had orders for 3 or 4 more. So what I did was I bought it and then made 3 or 4 more. Now I rightfully feel that I now own the pattern to do with what, well, it was actually a stencil, but I bought it. I think it was $5, something like that. It was worth it to me because I made a whole lot more money than that with those Tree of Lives. All right, what time is it? Yeah, I think it's time, everyone. I do appreciate you being here and supporting my channel and watching me fumble through. It was a pleasure and an honor to have Emmitt watch me cut his pattern. He's never seen that before. And it was something that he created that I created on wood. So anyway, Grandpa, thank you. Jessica, John, really appreciate it. Squirrel, Dagon, Michelle, Wichita, RB, Jessica again, if I didn't, UK Medic, Margie, everyone. I'm really thankful that you stopped in and watched. And I hope you all have a blessed rest of your weekend. Take care. Be blessed. Stay cool. And I'll be reaching out to you again, John. Where can I reach out to you if you didn't leave already? I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or did I see you on Facebook? Perfect. And are you in the groups that I was talking about, the scrollsaw free patterns and yada yada groups? Thank you, Michelle. I'll find you. If not, you can find me on Facebook and go the opposite way. Okay, perfect. You look familiar. That's why, yeah, you look familiar, the name. All right, y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you so much. And who knows what I'll come up with for next week. God bless.